Hi, this is Christy Irvin with AskMando.com, and I'm at the ARTA convention in Orlando for 2009. And I have with me today George Graffy, and he is with Smart Circle. Hi, George.
Hey, Christy, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for inviting me here today.
Sure. We want to ask George a few questions. He's been kind enough to come here with us and talk about some things in the industry. Smart Circle is a very interesting concept. So I'm going to ask George a few questions, and he's going to share with us. First of all, welcome to ARTA, George. I know this is your first ARTA.
Yes, it is.
Can you kind of tell us why you chose to come onto the convention this year?
Sure, absolutely. Though we've been in business for 20 years, traveling and working with the travel industries it's relatively new for us. But over the last 2 years, we've been working with several different dozen resort developers, and I figured this would be a great place to come and meet them, all at one time, as opposed to traveling all over the country, meeting them, one at a time. So,
smart man.
And it's actually been a great meeting for us so far. Very productive.
Good, good. That's what we want to hear. Tell me what Smart Circle, or tell the industry. I know some of what you do, but let them know what Smart Circle does. What is Smart Circle?
Sure, absolutely. We have a large direct sales organization, actually a full-time direct sales organization of 3,000 to 3,500 sales professionals. Right now, as we sit here, over half of them are in retail locations throughout the United States, whether they're working inside a Home Depot or a Best Buy, a Sam's Club, a Costco, etc. Literally what we do is we provide outsourced services for retailers. Okay. One of the interesting things that we've started to do over the last 2 years really is set up a store within a store in large wholesale membership warehouses like Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's, etc., where we sell our products. Okay. Historically, our products that we've been selling have been packages to professional sports teams, local spa packages, golf course memberships, etc. And only recently have we started selling travel packages as well.
Okay, great. You're tapping into lots of industries. Are you finding that that's helpful right now with the economic situation at hand?
We might actually be one of the few companies that's growing that have added staff this year. Our clients have never, the retailers need additional help. Our clients in the leisure industry need additional help. Attendance at sporting events are down. One of our clients, matter of fact, in the Pasadena Football League didn't even have a season this year, and many of the sports teams, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball teams, who in the past had record attendance years, have come to us asking for innovative programs. Golf course attendance is down, spas are down, etc. So really, we're somewhat counter-cyclical, and we really think that the service we provide by driving new traffic and increased levels of traffic into these, providers of leisure services really is a tremendous benefit in 2009.
Absolutely. And I know you've got some creative ways to help them overcome their marketing cost, maybe their low occupancy.
Yeah.
And I know that some of it's, you're actually assisting the resort developers. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah. Over the last couple of years, we've primarily sold both hooked and unhooked travel packages, in terms of generating frontline tours for many of the developers throughout the industry. But really, over the last 6 months, the need for those really have declined. In many situations, people aren't looking for tours at all. So what we've done is we've come up with a relatively innovative package that we're selling in the retail environment. Literally, what we're doing is we're going to resort developers who have unutilized capacity, rooms that ordinarily would have been filled, where sales is filling them up on a daily, if not weekly basis, and right now they're unoccupied. We're taking those rooms really as a wholesaler at their marketing rates. We're marking them up, selling them at a retail price point in Costco, in Sam's, in BJ's, really as a room-only package. The great thing is that because we're building the values off of the marketing rates, it's still much more attractive to the members than if they were going online or going to Expedia or purchasing from a full-service retail, full-service hotel. On the other side, what's happening is we're able to assure the developer that, in fact, that they're not paying anything for a traveler or for a tour. When the traveler does come to the resort, we are actually paying for that room at the marketing rate. And then if they decide at that point that the person is qualified, that they meet all the requirements, that they do tour them, they don't pay us anything for that tour. So in effect, we're taking the marketing rates, generating traffic to the resort. It really is a no-risk traveler for the resort. And what we're finding is that the demographics of the wholesale membership environment really fall in line with what most developers are looking for. 65 to 70,000 medium household income, a lot of small business owners, so people who work hard and like to play hard, and they have the opportunity to take multiple vacations over the course of the year because they're their own boss. And at the same time, we're talking to a lot of people. There are 40 million Sam's Club members, nearly as many Costco members, so we're talking to a lot of people, but we're talking to the right type of people that throughout the United States that developers want to talk to right now.
I was going to say, and I think that's key right now. Everybody's doing things a little differently, and it needs to be the right kind of people. It needs to be the right fit. It sounds like you're working hard on that one. So, well, is there anything else that you could share with us about Smart Circle?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the most important thing is, we're in this thing for the long run. We've been around for over 20 years. Even though we've evolved and we're new in the travel business, we think that the retail channel as a way to drive sales of these packages, not just for travel, but for other leisure activities, it's really an untapped market. So this is not something that we think it's just a solution now in 2009. We think that we're just learning really what makes sense for the developers, and we think that a lot of these ideas really, they make sense now, they make sense next year, and I think they're going to make even more sense in the next 5 or 10 years when things come back up, and I think we'll have proved out that retail sales are an effective way of driving qualified tours.
And I think a lot of people have said, it is time for a change, and people are changing the way they do things. Yep. So I like that you said that. It is the long run. I think we're having to learn things now, and we'll have to continue to do them.
Great. And I agree. And it's been a great show for us. We've met a lot of new people, established a lot of new contacts, and I really have to say we've probably spoken to a lot of major developers about selling through the wholesale membership channel, and I would have to say that the response has been very positive. Maybe I could even say universally positive, and we're really looking forward to follow up on a lot of those contacts and hopefully bring them to millions of members across the United States over the next year.
Wonderful, George. Thank you so much for sharing with us. We've appreciated your time.
Great.
And hope you have a great rest of your show.
Great. Thanks for the invitation.
Thank you.